Welcome to the Nevada Real Estate Post. I'm your host, Jeff.
And I'm your host, Tim.
And today we're going to go a little more global, a little more international, and we're going to discuss the Chinese yuan and what's happening in Greece. So everyone, get ready! To start with, I mentioned China and their monetary value, the yuan. Well, among the world, there's an organization called the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund. Now, what this fund does is it's created a basket full of different countries' monetary values. We have the US dollar in there, we have the English pound, we have the Japanese yen, and of course we have the euro. Now, all of these make up what is traded for oil. As we know, oil is traded on the dollar. That is because under the IMF, the dollar makes up the majority of the basket. Well, guess what? China's taking a lot of oil from the world and they're hunting down to become part of that basket. If that happens, we have to consider what may happen to the dollar.
So now let's talk about what's going on with Greece and in Europe. Right now, Greece is going through a bankruptcy and their banking system is on the verge of collapse. So the European Parliament's going to have to decide which direction they're going to take with helping Greece in the near future. So Greece is one of those countries that's more of an entitlement type state. Their retirement age is 55 and their unemployment is very, very high. Now you put in the factor that they have high taxes, what people are going to want to stick around, what businesses to back that up? You know, they've got to take the load of the whole country behind them. So the European Parliament really is going to take a big focus on them because you've got other countries like Spain that have similar situations. On a short-term note, how that's going to affect us in the long term, we might actually have other big businesses back the United States a little bit more, so that might actually keep our interest rates low for the current situation.
You know, Tim, I just actually read this morning that there's actually pressure on the feds to keep the interest rates low for the rest of the year. And you know, we've seen them actually creep up the last couple months.
Yeah, very true.
But with this effect of what's happening internationally, and the whole world is so unstable financially, the United States is going to be pressured, it looks like, to keep interest rates down, which is good for us.
Well, without a doubt. And we've been talking to a lot of loan officers, and the interest rates have been really volatile. I mean, they've been bouncing between 0.5% back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's just something that we've been paying attention to.
Yeah, we've seen clients where they can go to one bank and it'll be 0.5% to 1% off from each other even.
On the appraisals lately, they've been coming in lower than we've been expecting. We've had 4 in a row that have come in low.
4 in just the last week or so.
And what did that one guy say? He said that the banks have been doing that. They've been putting pressure on the appraisers to keep them low.
Yes. We've actually seen that now where the banks are keeping pressure on the appraisers to keep them lower because the market's been accelerating. It was accelerating too fast, and which is the same issues we've had in the past. So they're going to suppress that and keep that from happening. You know, which is a good thing. We don't need this happening, but it'll keep the market steady. As it stands right now, it's going to be steady. Remember, this is the year before an election year, as we've spoke many times before.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, so we're not going to see anything real drastic. We shouldn't see anything real drastic because of that, because what president wants that hanging on his shoulders as he leaves, or a new one coming in? Anyway, if you are looking at buying or selling any real estate, I'm Jeff.
I'm Tim.
Be sure to give us a call. Here's our numbers right above us. You know what? You guys, make it a great day!